Most people think they know what Israel looks like: ancient stones, desert landscapes, religious sites. But beyond the headlines are places you've probably never seen and maybe never even heard of. Canyons carved in red rock, seas where you float without effort, and mountains where kingdoms once stood unconquered. This is the other Israel, the one hidden behind 3,000 years of history, where three major religions converge at a single wall, where the lowest point on earth holds water so salty nothing sinks, and where landscapes shift from Mediterranean coast to desert wilderness in less than an hour's drive. From ancient fortresses to modern cities, from biblical valleys to coral reefs, we're about to explore 16 of Israel's most extraordinary places. Have you ever wondered what it's like to walk where history was written? If you're ready to discover the Israel most travelers never find, hit that subscribe button and join Life in Geo as we journey through a land where every stone tells a story thousands of years old. It's less than 1 square kilometer, yet it holds more history than most countries. This is the Old City of Jerusalem, divided into 4 quarters: Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and Armenian. Walls built by Ottoman Sultan Suleiman in the 16th century surround it, though the city beneath is far older. Walking these stone streets feels like moving through time. The Via Dolorosa, the path Jesus is believed to have walked carrying the cross, winds through the Muslim quarter. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the site where Christians believe Jesus was crucified and buried, draws pilgrims from around the world. The Al-Aqsa Mosque and Dome of the Rock sit on the Temple Mount, sacred in Islam as the place where Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven. The Western Wall stands below, Judaism's holiest site. The Armenian Quarter, smallest of the 4, preserves a community that has lived here for 2,000 years. Jerusalem isn't one city, it's layers, civilizations built upon civilizations, each adding stones, prayers, and stories to what came before. It's the last remaining wall of the Second Temple, destroyed by Romans in 70 AD. This is the Western Wall, known in Hebrew as the Kotel, Judaism's holiest prayer site. The wall stands 19 meters high, though much of it remains underground. Massive stones, some weighing over 500 tons, were placed without mortar 2,000 years ago. How they were moved remains debated. The plaza before the wall is divided. Men pray on the left, women on the right. People from every corner of the world come here. Some pray aloud, others stand silent. Many write prayers on small papers, folding them into cracks between stones. Over 1 million notes are placed yearly. The wall's stones are smooth in places, worn by millions of hands touching them across centuries. Bar and bat mitzvahs happen here. Soldiers are sworn in here, and always prayer continues. The Western Wall isn't just stone, it's 2,000 years of longing, loss, and return made tangible. It's a fortress on a rock plateau, and its story is one of defiance. This is Masada, rising 400 meters above the Dead Sea, where Jewish rebels made their last stand against Rome in 73 AD. King Herod built the fortress between 37 and 31 BC, creating palaces with mosaics, bathhouses, and water systems. When the Romans destroyed Jerusalem, Jewish fighters fled here. For 3 years, they held out. The Romans built a siege ramp, still visible today, one of the few ancient siege ramps remaining in the world. According to historian Josephus, when defeat was inevitable, the 960 defenders chose mass suicide rather than slavery. Archaeological evidence supports parts of this account. Today, you can climb the snake path at dawn, a steep zigzag trail, or take the cable car. From the summit, the view is staggering. The Dead Sea stretches below. Desert extends endlessly. Roman siege camps remain visible as stone circles in the sand. Masada has become a symbol of Jewish resistance and determination. Israeli soldiers' oath ceremonies happen here, declaring, "Masada shall not fall again." It's where Christianity began. This is Nazareth, the childhood home of Jesus, now Israel's largest Arab city. The Basilica of the Annunciation, completed in 1969, marks the spot where Christians believe Angel Gabriel told Mary she would bear Jesus. The church is built over earlier Byzantine and Crusader churches, layers of faith literally stacked. Its modern architecture features a massive dome visible across the city. Inside, donations from Catholic communities worldwide line the walls, each depicting Mary in their cultural style. The old city's market winds through narrow alleys, vendors selling spices, textiles, and sweets. Arabic coffee shops serve thick, cardamom-scented coffee in tiny cups. Churches and mosques exist side by side, calls to prayer mixing with church bells. Mary's, well, where tradition says Mary drew water, still flows. Nazareth is predominantly Muslim today, but its Christian heritage remains central to its identity. Walking here, you move through layers, biblical past, Ottoman present, and modern complexity all existing simultaneously. It's not a sea, it's a freshwater lake. This is the Sea of Galilee, known in Hebrew as the Kinneret, Israel's largest freshwater lake. It sits 200 meters below sea level, surrounded by hills. Much of Jesus' ministry happened on these shores. Capernaum, where Jesus based his ministry, sits on the northern shore. The Mount of Beatitudes, where the Sermon on the Mount was delivered, overlooks the water. Tabgha marks where the loaves and fishes miracle occurred. But the Sea of Galilee is more than biblical history. It supplies 1/3 of Israel's drinking water. Its level is monitored constantly, rising and falling with rainfall. When it's full, the country celebrates. When low, water restrictions follow. Fishing boats still work the lake, though now they catch tilapia for restaurants. The lake is peaceful, its water calm most days. Hills surround it, some green, others brown depending on season. At sunset, the water turns gold, reflecting the sky perfectly. And standing on its shores, you understand why so many faiths found meaning here. It's the lowest point on Earth, and you can't sink in it. This is the Dead Sea, sitting 430 meters below sea level. Its water 10 times saltier than the ocean. The high salt and mineral content makes it impossible to sink. You float effortlessly, a surreal experience that defies instinct. The water feels oily, slick against skin. Don't get it in your eyes or mouth. The sting is instant and intense. The Dead Sea is shrinking rapidly, dropping over a meter annually. Hotels that once sat waterside now stand far from shore. Sinkholes appear suddenly, where underground salt layers dissolve. The sea's future is uncertain, but its present remains extraordinary. Ein Gedik's resort area offers beach access with showers and facilities. Black mineral mud lines the shore, visitors coating themselves before floating. The mud is rich in minerals used in cosmetics worldwide. Across the water, Jordan's mountains rise close enough to see clearly. The Dead Sea is dying, yes, but it's also healing. Its minerals treat skin conditions, its salt preserves. And its existence, however temporary, remains one of Earth's strangest gifts. It's Israel's southern tip, where desert meets the Red Sea. This is Eilat, a resort city surrounded by mountains on 3 sides, water on the 4th. The city is Israel's only access to the Red Sea, making it strategically and economically vital. But it's the underwater world that makes Eilat extraordinary. Coral reefs just offshore burst with tropical fish. Colorful and diverse, snorkeling here rivals anywhere in the world. The Coral Beach Nature Reserve protects pristine reefs, their colors vivid against blue water. Dolphin Reef allows swimming with wild dolphins in their natural habitat, a rare ethical encounter. The Underwater Observatory. Marine Park features a tower extending below sea level, offering views of reef life without getting wet. Desert mountains surround the city, their barren slopes contrasting sharply with the blue sea. Egypt sits immediately to the south, Jordan to the east. You can see 3 countries from many viewpoints. Eilat is hot year-round, temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius in summer. But the sea remains warm and inviting, and the desert sunsets, painting mountains in shades of purple and orange, never get old. It's where copper mining began 6,000 years ago. This is Timna Valley, also called King Solomon's Mines, though Solomon's connection is debated. The valley is 15 kilometers north of Eilat, surrounded by red and white sandstone mountains. The rock formations here are surreal. Solomon's pillars are massive natural columns rising 50 meters, created by erosion over millions of years. The mushroom, a rock formation balanced on a narrow stem, looks impossible, yet stands stable. Arches carved by wind-frame desert vistas. Ancient copper mining sites dot the valley, some dating to 4000 BC. Egyptians mined here, leaving hieroglyphs and a small temple dedicated to the goddess Hathor. You can enter the mines, crawl through passages dug by hand millennia ago. The desert here is stark. No vegetation, just rock in shades of red, orange, and cream. At sunset, the colors intensify, the entire valley glowing. Timna isn't lush or green, but its alien beauty, shaped by time and human effort, makes it unforgettable. It's a slot canyon carved in red sandstone, and hiking through it feels like walking on Mars. This is the Red Canyon near Eilat, where narrow passages wind between towering stone walls. The rock glows red, especially when sunlight filters through from above. In places, the canyon narrows so much you can touch both walls simultaneously. Metal ladders and chains aid the climb over boulders and up steep sections. The hike takes about 2 hours, covering 2.5 kilometers. It's not difficult, but it requires scrambling and some comfort with heights. The payoff is constant. Every turn reveals new formations, new colors, new shapes carved by flash floods over thousands of years. The canyon is dry most of the year, but flash floods can fill it within minutes during rare rainstorms. Signs warn against entering when rain threatens. The silence in the canyon is profound. No wind, no birds, just footsteps on stone. Red Canyon isn't famous like Petra or the Grand Canyon, but for those who find it, it offers something rare, a landscape that feels prehistoric, untouched, and entirely yours. It covers 60% of Israel, yet most visitors never see it. This is the Negev Desert, a vast wilderness of rock, sand, and sudden beauty. Ramon Crater, or Maktesh Ramon, is the world's largest erosion crater, 40 kilometers long and 500 meters deep. It's not an impact crater. It's a geological phenomenon where the crater floor is lower than the surrounding area, formed by erosion over millions of years. The visitor center on the crater's edge offers views that stretch endlessly. Hiking trails descend into the crater, passing colorful sandstone formations and fossil-rich rocks. The desert seems empty, but it's not. Ibex climb rocky slopes. Desert foxes hunt at dusk. Migratory birds pass through seasonally. Bedouin communities still live in the Negev, some in permanent settlements. Others maintaining traditional lifestyles. Their hospitality is legendary. Sit in a Bedouin tent, drink sweet tea, and listen to stories passed through generations. The Negev is harsh. Summer temperatures exceed 40 degrees Celsius. Water is scarce, but it's also beautiful in its severity. And at night, the stars fill the sky so densely they create a visible glow. Before we continue exploring Israel's ancient and modern wonders, if you're discovering a side of Israel you never knew existed, make sure you're subscribed to Life in Geo. We uncover the world's most breathtaking places, revealing stories that guidebooks miss. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Now, let's explore Israel's coastal cities and final hidden gems. It's called the city that never stops, and walking its streets, you believe it. This is Tel Aviv, Israel's economic and cultural hub where modernity meets Mediterranean charm. The city was founded in 1909 as a Jewish neighborhood outside the ancient port of Jaffa. Today, it's a metropolis of over 450,000. The White City, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, contains over 4,000 Bauhaus buildings, the largest concentration of this architectural style anywhere. Their simple lines and white facades create a distinct urban landscape. Tel Aviv's beaches stretch for kilometers. Golden sand backed by a promenade filled with cafes, hotels, and cyclists. The beach culture is central to city life. People surf before work, play volleyball at sunset, and jog at dawn. Nightlife is legendary. Clubs open after midnight and close at dawn. The music scene is diverse, from underground techno to mainstream pop. Markets like Carmel offer fresh produce, spices, and street food. The city is young, secular, and liberal, contrasting sharply with Jerusalem's religious intensity. Tel Aviv doesn't look back. It looks forward, constantly building, creating, and reinventing itself. It's built on a mountain, and from the top, the view stretched to Lebanon. This is Haifa, Israel's third largest city, cascading down Mount Carmel to the Mediterranean. The city is known for religious coexistence. Jews, Muslims, Christians, and Baha'is live side by side peacefully. The Baha'i Gardens are Haifa's crown jewel, 19 terraced gardens ascending the mountain. Immaculately maintained, they surround the golden-domed shrine of the Bab, Baha'i faith's second holiest site. The gardens are free to visit, open to all faiths. The symmetry and beauty are stunning. From the top, the view encompasses the entire city, port, and sea beyond. Haifa's port is Israel's largest, container ships constantly arriving and departing. The German colony, established by German Templars in the 19th century, features restored stone buildings now housing restaurants and galleries. Haifa's cable car, Rekavlit, climbs from downtown to the Carmel Center, offering aerial views. The city is less touristy than Tel Aviv or Jerusalem. It's where Israelis live and work, offering authenticity without performance. It's one of the world's oldest ports, and its history reaches back 4,000 years. This is Jaffa, now part of Tel Aviv, but historically distinct. The old city sits on a hill overlooking the Mediterranean, its stone buildings and narrow alleys unchanged for centuries. Jaffa appears in the Bible, Egyptian records, and Greek mythology. It's where Jonah set sail before being swallowed by a whale. Where Andromeda was chained to a rock before Perseus saved her. Where Peter received a vision in Acts 10. The Jaffa Port still functions, fishing boats bobbing in the harbor. But now it's also an artist quarter, galleries and studios filling ancient buildings. The flea market, or Shuk HaPishpishim, is a maze of antique shops, vintage stores, and cafes. You can find anything: old Judaica, Turkish rugs, Soviet cameras, mid-century furniture. Jaffa's renovation has been controversial. Gentrification pushed out many longtime Arab residents. The neighborhood's character shifted from working-class port to upscale tourist attraction. But the bones remain: ancient stones, narrow passages, and the sea, eternal, crashing against the same rocks it has for millennia. It sits on the Sea of Galilee's western shore. This is Tiberias, one of Judaism's 4 holy cities, and a center of Jewish learning for centuries. The city was founded by Herod Antipas around 20 AD, named after Roman Emperor Tiberias. By the 2nd century, It became a major center of Jewish scholarship. The Jerusalem Talmud was compiled here. The tomb of Rabbi Meir Baal HaNes, a 2nd century sage, draws pilgrims. The tombs of other important rabbis dot the hillsides. Today, Tiberias is a lakeside resort city. The boardwalk offers restaurants, shops, and boat tours on the Sea of Galilee. Hot springs bubble up in several locations, some developed into spas. Hamet Tiberias. National Park preserves a 4th century synagogue with an intact mosaic floor featuring a zodiac wheel. The city has a mixed population of religious and secular Jews. Tensions sometimes surface, but daily life continues. Tiberias isn't as famous as Jerusalem or Tel Aviv, but its location on the lake, its religious significance, and its hot springs make it unique. It's a Roman city on the Mediterranean. This is Caesarea, built by King Herod between 22 and 10 BC as a port city honoring Caesar Augustus. The city was the Roman capital of Judea for over 600 years. What remains is extraordinary. A Roman amphitheater, still used for concerts, seats 4,000 overlooking the sea. The Hippodrome, where chariot races happened, stretches 450 meters. Herod's palace sits partially submerged, waves lapping at ancient columns. The aqueduct, stretching along the beach for kilometers, once carried water from springs 10 kilometers away. Crusaders later fortified the city, their walls and moat still visible. Archaeological excavations continue, each season revealing more. A Byzantine street, Roman statues, inscriptions mentioning Pontius Pilate. The site is vast, requiring hours to explore properly. Caesarea isn't ruins waiting to be discovered. It's a living archaeological site where past and present exist simultaneously. And standing in the amphitheater, wind off the sea, you can almost hear the crowds that filled it 2,000 years ago. It's an oasis in the desert. This is Ein Gedi, on the Dead Sea's western shore, where freshwater springs create a green paradise in the barren landscape. The nature reserve contains 2 parallel streams, David and Arugat, flowing through canyons down to the Dead Sea. Hiking trails follow the streams, passing waterfalls and pools. David's waterfall is the most accessible, a 20-meter cascade into a pool where swimming is allowed. The water is cold, refreshing after the desert heat. Ibex, desert goats with massive curved horns, are common here. They're habituated to humans, often approaching boldly. Rock hyrax, small furry mammals, sun themselves on boulders. The vegetation is lush: date palms, acacia trees, reeds. Ein Gedi has been inhabited for 5,000 years. The Bible mentions it as where David hid from King Saul. An ancient synagogue with a mosaic floor dates to the 3rd century. Today, Kibbutz Ein Gedi operates a botanical garden, spa, and accommodations. Ein Gedi is where desert and water meet, where harshness and softness coexist, and where you realize beauty can emerge from the most unlikely places. From walls that have witnessed 3,000 years to seas where physics seems suspended, From fortresses where last stands were made to deserts that bloom against all odds. Israel isn't just a country, it's a crossroads, where three continents meet, where three faiths converge, and where ancient and modern collide daily in ways both beautiful and complicated. This is a land smaller than many states, yet holding more history per square meter than almost anywhere on Earth. Where every archaeological dig reveals civilizations stacked like pages in a book. Where arguments about history aren't academic, they're personal. And where the past isn't past, it's present, debated, and alive in every stone. Israel challenges simple narratives. It's a place of innovation and tradition, of conflict and coexistence, of desert blooming and seas dying. Understanding it requires moving beyond headlines, walking its landscapes, and listening to its many voices. If this journey revealed an Israel beyond what news shows, subscribe to Life in Geo. We're uncovering the world's most complex and beautiful places, one story at a time. Hit that subscribe button now. Comment below, which Israeli destination surprised you most? And remember, the most meaningful travel happens when we approach places with curiosity rather than conclusions. When we seek to understand rather than judge, because every land, especially ancient ones, contains more truth than any single story can hold. Discover the world, explore the extraordinary. See you in the next adventure.